Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel, NiNjahCheeto here. I'm going to go over some info concerning the update today, so let's jump into it. So there is currently a little special campaign going on here. We have the PSO2 Global 3rd Anniversary campaign. So Global's been out for over 3 years now. Cool. And during this campaign, there's a couple of good things that you can get a hold of. First off, there's a login gift that you can get, which has special scratch ticket times 10, success rate plus 100%, and non-invitation success rate plus 20%. Definitely some good items. And something else that's really nice here is there's the Use the Salon to Your Heart's Content campaign. And this means that you can just freely use edit changes to your character with like your face, your body, any proportions you want to do. You can do that as much as you want to without having to get charged like Salon Pass or SG or anything like that. And it's also as well during this campaign period, for 1 week you're going to get an in-color change pass for free, and the following week you're going to get another in-color change pass for free. So this is going to be going from March 8th all the way to March 21st. So it's definitely a nice little time to set yourself up some My Fashion save slots, try out some different things. Just make sure that you use the little folder icon in the salon to save your current character file before you go off and start editing things. That way, so you have a backup copy of what your data is before you start messing around with your character. And as well during this period too, it looks like every day, they're saying here every day during this period, there's going to be a daily task where you can log in and you can get 5 Spring 23 SP scratch tickets, which is that special scratch that's going on right now. So every day you're going to be able to get 5 of these just from doing a daily task. So definitely make sure y'all try to log in and do these this week. There's a lot of really good items here to get a hold of. Okay, so first up, one of the first things we're going to go over this week is Xiandy's back on the scene. So we actually have a seasonal event going on again, and she has some pretty good stuff here in her exchange. There's quite a bit to go over here. There's a new 23 SP scratch ticket, and it actually has some pretty special prizes in it. And inside of here, you can also get the hold of these trunkle weapons. I don't really know too much about how good these are going to be versus like the Neos weapons that we've been getting from Falls. But there's also some armors in here that are plus 40. And towards the bottom, you can actually find that we have like Gigantics Capsule 4s. And there's a limit of 10 capsules each of those. There's also Mastery 4 capsules in here, which there's a limit of 10 each of them as well. And towards the bottom is the alpha reactors, and right now currently there's a limit of 200 alpha reactors you can get, so that's quite a bit of Masuda right there. Something else I want to mention too is this Motion Idol Rappy Plush B. It's a pink version of the Rappy Idol. This is actually really cute, so I'm happy that they gave this away. I actually like the pink one a lot too, so that's really nice. Now when it comes to this SP Spring 23 scratch, and inside of here, there's actually some pretty cool camos. Like there's a rugged Almaty camo, for example. So we're getting hold of a rugged camo already. Look at that thing; it looks like a chainsaw on a sword too. I didn't even know that. That's really cool. And then we also have Phobos Amati, which is actually, this is a weapon from base PSO2 that they brought to NGS. So that's really neat. As well as the Ray camo. That's another base PSO2 weapon. And the Novelle Amati, that's another base PSO2 weapon. So we got a lot of base PSO2 weapons that got introduced as camos here, which is really neat. This Hamuro Tayu, probably said that wrong, but this was also from base PSO2 as well. Yeah, so this is really, really nice. And there's a couple of CV, there's a CV here for the Evo clips as well. It's really neat. And then inside of here, there's also like, of course, the SG 100 ticket, which is pretty nice too. There's a couple of other new things in here. Some of this stuff is like revives. One of the big ones I did want to point out to y'all, because I know a lot of y'all that come here to this channel are into emotes. There's actually an emote here, 288 Falling Washpin. I didn't even have this emote before because this emote was originally an AC scratch bonus. So this was not tradable. You can see up at the top right, it says not tradable in personal shops. You actually had to pay real AC to get a hold of this. So trying to get this out of the SP special scratch for free is going to be a pretty nice thing to try to get a hold of here. And it's a pretty funny emote, just dropping pans on yourself or dodging pans or whatever. Now I do want to also mention that there is the Mischief symbols out in the field map again too. So there's actually a title reward for you to get a hold of these in the game. And you can just say the title reward, if you was to open your menu and go to personal and then go to title, and then right here in this little box where it says player, if you switch this over to the left, if you go to limited time, you can see there's a seasonal points title that we have currently that goes all the way until April 4th, 2023. And that has the Trunkle Almaty camo in here as well. That's just for getting 300,000 points, which should be pretty easy if you're just playing regularly. And then as well, the Mischief symbols has a title in here too, which it wants you to just locate 8 Mischief symbols. They're just scattered all over the map. It's going to be real easy to find these, especially with your mag sonar on for the Mischief symbols. And you can see you get like 5 star gems for this too, and a title named Deep Sleep. Now, something else added this week is we did get a little bit more of the Slayer Operation Prep Ticket quests that we have here, so you can get a hold of these and try to get all these Slayer Prep Tickets. Make sure y'all try to hit this. And as well, there is also some seasonal tasks here too. And on top of the seasonal tasks, we also have seasonal task dailies that have been added in as well, so a little bit easier to progress your mission pass tiers here this week with that. Speaking of the mission pass, I do want to also mention that this is going to be the last week for you to progress your mission pass, season 17 here. So make sure you all try to progress any last tiers you might need for your mission pass. Try to get it all the way up to level 40. It's definitely a good thing to try to do. Now at the quest counter, we actually have a new limited time quest that got added in this week too. The limited time quest is basically just a kill quest. It's going to take a set amount of time. It actually has like kind of like a little ranking system. We had a previous quest that was sort of like this before, and you can also fight the mutant enemies in here too. And upon your first time clearing this quest, you actually get the Spring 23 SP scratch ticket times 10 as a reward too. So this week there is a little bit of a sale going on in the SG shop. They have a special bundle pack in here, the Arc Support Melee Range and Tech Bonus set. Now, I'm not really a fan of these because there's something going on here that's kind of weird with these. Like the pricing of them is 850 star gems. Now, what you get inside of here is not exactly bad for the value, because you get a hold of a Mastery 4 Capsule S, you get a hold of a Gigantic's Attack Capsule level 4S, which those are 100% pass rate. Those are really nice. But then you get a hold of as well 24-hour boosters, which is 50% rare drop rate and 50% EXP. Now, one thing is, there's a better version of these boosters. There's the 100% rare drop rate booster. So I don't really like the fact that these are 50% instead of 100%. It would have been much better if they was the 100% ones that are down here at the bottom. Of course, that would have made the value a little bit higher, but still, I'd just rather have the most drop rate possible. And then on top of that, I'm just not a fan of 24-hour boosters at all, because these promote unhealthy gameplay. If you pop a 24-hour booster, you feel inclined to run for 24 hours straight, and that's just not healthy. That's not good to promote that type of gameplay. I really wish SEGA would change this, because whenever you pop a booster, your timer just starts ticking. No matter if you're on the game, or if you're playing, or if you're just like, even if your game's not even on, if your computer, your Xbox, or your PlayStation, whatever's off, your timer is ticking down on this booster. So I really dislike that. I hope that they change this in the future. But for any of you that are interested in get a hold of some boosters and get a hold of these capsules, it's not a bad deal. Now, we did also end up getting another new AC scratch this week, which is the Mystic Explorer, and there's actually some really cool like motions that was in the scratch here. The Bat version EX Glide and the Bat version Dash. You actually turn into like a bat while you're moving and stuff. That's really cool. And there's like cheaper versions of these inside of the scratch as well that you could actually put in the player shops. You can see right here the Motion Dash Bat, the Motion Dash Glide Bat. And as well, there's also a new emote called Buddy Pose. I'm going to try to pick this up later and hopefully preview this on the channel for you all with all the different button presses. As well as there's another emote, Spotlight. And both emotes actually look like they're going to be pretty good. Something else that was added in this week we'll mention real quick. I don't really care very much about these. I guess they're kind of fun sometimes, but they added in a new board race, and this is over in Stia and Mediola Outer Area 2. There's a board race stage 1 here for this, a field race. So if that's your thing, you can go over there and knock these out. Maybe there'll be some useful items in the rewards. I kind of doubt it though. We'll see. I'm sure there's going to be an ARCS record ranking for this eventually. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed the video, like rating is always appreciated. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, friends. See you in the next one.